And here we are at the state park. Right. So these are some of the pinnacles up here. This is actually, they called this one Coyote Rock. This used to be an Indian tribal ground before it was a state park, and from what I heard from Nick on the Rock, shout out Nick on the Rocks, he had an episode walking through here with a Native American chief and said that a lot of the higher up people and tribes used to be buried out here actually too, and some of the Pinnacle cliffs used to be worship grounds for some of the rituals they used to do, and they actually have fought to try to take this land back out of Washington state ownership, but the rock climbers prevail, and that is another goal why we're out here today, scouting out maybe some potential rock climbs. You know, I'm looking for anything inspiring. This is only like an hour away from Ellensburg. Here we go. Fire danger, no smoking, no shisha. All right. Not a bad spot. Close up Coyote Rock, and it has these gorgeous sandstone features here. They almost look like bullet holes. Some of the local birds look like they might be nesting in them, and I see a couple bolts, maybe 1, 2, 3, but they are pretty run out from the bottom here. So there's potential here. A lot of ledges. Alright. We gotta find a big stick clip or more bolted routes. I'm gonna save this rock scramble for next time. Still looks pretty easy, but I want to check out more of the park still, so onward. Alright, so I managed to find some more bolted routes out here. I counted 7 bolts going up here, and you got a chain anchor at the top, so that is very doable. Fun looking features. I'm gonna go up and just kind of feel the rock a bit. All right, I think I found the first route I would like to come back out here and repeat. I don't know what the grade is right now, but just by looking at it, I'm guessing it's a high 9 or 510, about 45-50 feet. And it feels like it's been climbed on a lot because a lot of the sandstone bigger holds are solid. I'm pulling on them, and you got some nice ledges here that can make for some fun crimps, so this would be a good climb. Pretty cool, like bullet features again up there, so fun stuff. Now, I'm not a big boulderer, but this is such a perfect boulder spot. The wall is like inclined right here, about 15 feet at the max, and we'll just have to walk up here and see what it feels like. Oh, there's definitely some holds here. Great pocket. Side. Oh, it's a little chossy, but could be a good time if you don't mind taking the fall. Check it out. That's what you call a natural soap bar. It's like sandstone rock. You can really see the rock inside the stone, and it's solid, most of it. So beautiful little monos all the way across. Fun ledges. Look at that. Time to visit the other peaks. What a bomber tree to lower off of up there. Yeah, you know, we got 3 roots in the rock. This thing's not going nowhere. You're good. Oh, it's funny. Trees growing in the craziest places. All right, we're continuing up. All right, here we are. Have made it to the top of the east side of the pinnacle, at least. And look at this view, it's gorgeous. I think that's Mount Rainier out in the distance over there, and a bit of the enchantments, and then the remnants of the Cascades in the distance, but well worth the hike. I mean, it's gorgeous. There's a little bit higher you can get up here, so I'm gonna go just a little taller, see what the view's like, and then find somewhere to eat a snack. Alright, so we have reached the top of the summit up here. We're at the park boundaries. Please don't pass sign right there. I can actually still see the moon tonight. That's pretty crazy. Somebody's burning a little fire out there. So Kashmir's that way, and then Wenatchee's right over the ridge. But yeah, these Pinnacles just look so old. Like they've been here for thousands of years, and they'll probably still will be here for thousands of years after we pass. But the sandstone features are very, very impressive to look at. I mean, it looks like blobs, like somebody was stacking little poops on top of each other. I don't know, but yep, I think I'm gonna get a little snack now somewhere in the shade. We'll hop down from the high point, check out a little more of the park. Solo adventures. What if I just like butt slide all the way down? No. Found myself some shade. Eating a little Klein bar here. Looking through the binocs. Checking out the pinnacle in the distance here. But let me give you a little taste of some vertigo. Cool. So cool. What a view. Couldn't have asked for a sunnier day. Spotted my first signs of wildlife. There are some marmots down there. I've seen 3 of them. They're running around by the rock. Oh, it's getting out there in the open here. It's really taking off. But still scouting a little bit. I see some chains on that side of the rock, just not many bolts. And I see a chain on a little bit of a climb there, so but I think I might leave the marmots alone over there in their hole and see if I could just try to shimmy my way back down here and then back over this ridge and then back to the parking lot. I think my time here is up. Slowly. I see some foot trails here, so I know somebody else is out here recently, but very cool view. The marmot home's right over there, so I'm gonna try to stick down to the valley here. Oh, somebody's house is right there. That's like a kind of a dream home for me. This would be like my backyard playground. That's kind of unreal. We'll see. Future Lucas could be living out in the woods sometime in the future. Yeah, check this little slabby short climb, but it gives you the chance to literally sit on one of the pinnacles up here. That's gonna be on the bucket list. That'd be really cool to look over the valley like that. But not going down this way. Maybe if I wanted to rappel off the tree over here, but not bomber enough. Gonna stick down to this valley. I'm really getting closer to the ground now, but I'm at a point here where it looks like I'm just gonna have to butt slide down maybe. So, or just try to down climb. So I think I'm gonna quickly switch into the climbing shoes, and yeah, we'll see how this descent goes. Look at that, like, freestanding pillar. I like to take a look at it, but I also don't want to get hurt going down this thing, so we will just take it easy, take it slow. You know how we go. Well, I decided to not do the butt slide because I really like these pairs of pants, and convinced myself to look for an alternate way down, so I'm still hiking, but in the process of doing so, snapped my shoulder strap. My pecs are starting to bulge. Found this nice crack that goes all the way up, and I saw chains, but I only see maybe one bolt. Thinking it could be a trad climb, but wow, great crack. I mean, you would say hello to a couple birds in there, but I'm sure there's plenty of good feet and some awkward roundish looking holds. That's something you hardly ever see, but these massive, kind of like craters in the rock, just make for some fun climbing features. Good start, kind of steep approach, but ooh, still looking for our way down. Could hear bees literally buzzing coming out through that hole, and I look through the binocs and there's massive honeycombs, like maybe 4 or 5 of them. Huge colony of bees in there. Massive, huge, seriously. I have no idea what kind of bushes these are, red leafed, but they smell almost like roses. Oh, the nature pheromones, they're calling to me. Does nature make anybody else horny that's watching this, or am I the only one? I like the trails. They are all pretty much dirt trails, which means they're a little slippery sometimes, but they're just wide enough. And there's a couple that are going in the same direction, just different levels, so you can hike at your own leisure. Ooh, it's a nice pine tree. It almost feels kind of like I'm the only one out here. Have not seen a lot of other people, maybe 1 or 2. It's cool seeing all those bees though. You know, they probably are pollinating all these apple trees. That massive colony of bees. Gotten a good brace of the nature up here. A lot of birds, a couple different species of birds. Looks like they spray them in that white coat. I think it's pesticide to keep some kind of bugs out, keep the tree healthy. Spray on fertilizer for your tree. It's a pretty nice rock face. And we're leaving. All right. Fun day hike. That's gonna be the end of the state park for me today. Might come back to do a little rock climbing, but pretty short hiking trails. I mean, they don't have a lot of room on this old Indian reservation, but I know they do impose a pretty strict curfew, so it's good to get out of here mid-afternoon sometimes. Yaka. See you back home.